Yeah, travel insurance will fuck you up, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's really important to get with all this stuff going on.
Yeah. So we're gonna fly. Well, travel insurance, if you're not careful, will fuck you one way or another. But
But I mean, it's better to have it.
yeah, true. I mean, true.
It's like, don't get me wrong, like I don't want to spend $150, but I'd rather spend $150 than lose almost 2 grand.
Yeah.
How do you play this game again? Oh, am I
Uh,
player one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm the one that's down in the hole.
I was like, I saw 2 people, and I was like, why is there 2 people right now?
I
Or
have
sorry, why is there
come,
3 people?
Eh, oh.
Oh,
But
I
yeah.
am the Terminator. Oh wait, no, I'm RoboCop.
Cool.
No,
oh,
I am the Terminator. Oh fuck.
Good job.
Oh fuck.
Good job. All right. Yeah. No, but I get it. It's like it's easier to spend the $150 and have that reassurance when
Yeah.
you're out than to save the money and run the risk of like
Yeah, 'cause
if
I
you
mean,
get
like, don't-
sick, then you're fucked.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. That is the point of insurance. Like
Yeah.
in the long run, like it's better to have it than be regretful.
You might want to get out of the way.
Oh, okay. Bye. Oh, I see. But at the same time, like it's just another thing you have to buy.
Yeah.
It's like it's tough because it's like I don't necessarily have like I mean I have $150 to like spend on it,
Mhm.
but it's at the same time like that's $150 I could be spending on something else.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Like, and that's what kind of sucks about it because it's like when you are planning a trip, fucking hell. There are there's just expenses that you don't think about. Like, I mean, like we were talking, like it's like you plan this whole trip and like everything seems great until all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, we have to pay for food while we're there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wait, we also have to pay for like if we want to get any souvenir, if we want to get, oh fuck you, I saved you and gave you the life.
Yes,
Fuck
you did.
And I just died.
And you did just die.
But
But yeah.
it's like you just don't think about it. Like, and then there's just $150 that you have to spend on insurance for something. And but like the worst part about that is like, it's literally like right now with the insurance, it's like the worst case scenario. Like, we are talking about like if Disney World gets shut down.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, oh well, that blows. You know, it's like so it's not even like these expenses we're paying like food and all that like for the trip, like, and we'll be there. So it's like, oh, like who cares, like we'll spend the money on that, like it's like we're gonna enjoy it. But travel insurance is for if
Well, that
all
was
shit
always
hits the fan and all of a sudden your trip is now canceled.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was always the one part about traveling anywhere for anything that I hated the most was the fact that like when you're going into it, planning the vacation and whatnot, like it you start with like a set number of like this is how much money I have
Yeah.
for the trip as a whole, but
Well,
then
it's
like
also-
the number slowly goes down as you're like, okay, and then I got to dedicate this much money in case this thing happens and this much money in case that thing happens.
Well, it's also like the whole idea of
Nah. Nice.
like you don't think about the little expenses when like you're initially planning the trip.
Yeah.
Like, like say like you see the price of a hotel and it's like it's discounted and you're like, oh, like that's great, like that means it's only gonna be this much money, and then you're like, oh well, we have to get the plane tickets and we have to get if we have to take Ubers anywhere, like, oh, and like plus we need
Yeah.
like for Disney in particular, like you have to buy park tickets as well, and like that's expensive as hell.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
those are just like not cheap in the slightest. So fuck in hell.
Well, cause
So then like you're just like putting all this money into it, and if it doesn't happen, it's like, yeah, great, I get my money back, but it's like I also didn't get to go away.
yeah.
It's like, oh cool, I didn't get to go on a trip.
Well, because also the other big thing too is like when you're planning, you keep standing underneath it, nice. But the big thing is like when you're planning, not even just like a vacation, but like just like a trip for any reason, like the number of victories that you have
Is
you know,
only once you're done with the trip. Like the
yes.
victories are only counted when you're done.
Yes.
Which sucks.
and it's like even if you manage to get lucky in a certain sense, and maybe like you said, maybe you found like a discount on a hotel so you don't have to spend as much as you normally would, like that's great, but for every one of those moments, there's 10 more of like the oh fuck, what if like this thing happens? What if that
Exactly.
thing happens?
So like that's where we're at right now with this whole travel insurance thing, because unfortunately with the coronavirus going on, like
Oh shit.
you know, we have to think about, like, I mean, like, to be honest with you, all right, so let's talk about all the shit's been shut down, and then we'll get back to the fact that, like,
Yeah.
Disney is next. All
Yeah,
right, like,
yeah.
as much as they want to stay open, as much as, like, they'll lose money if they close, and Disney's never closed, like, maybe for a hurricane, but, like, they've never closed.
No.
Like, they don't want to close for this stupid fucking virus. Like,
Well, I mean, of course, cause
Yeah.
who really like in
no,
the
yeah,
end, yeah.
So
who really does?
let's talk about all the shit that's been canceled. E3,
Yes.
E3 was canceled.
E3, South
Think
by
of-
Southwest.
South by Southwest. All the money that, like, not just like not just E3 itself is losing, but like the tertiary, the idea of, like, you know, restaurants, hotels.
Yeah. Just basically city revenue that comes
city
in
revenue
as,
that you
as
don't
a
think
result
about.
of that.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the latest episode of the RT podcast yesterday, and Gus was talking about the fact that South by Southwest was canceled, and he was talking about how much money Austin as a city brings in
Oh my
because
God, yeah.
of that event, and he said it was somewhere around like $360 million, and it's like
a third of $1 billion a
yeah,
year.
and it's like it's a small
for this-
percentage of the total budget that like the city brings in, but at the same time, it's like it's still $360 million.
yeah, it's still money. It's also money that you're not getting back.
Oh yeah,
It is
no, without
money.
a doubt.
Like, yes, there is insurance, but hotels aren't getting, like, they're probably having to do. They might have insurance for, like,
and then besides
like
even just on
hotels
this,
might have insurance for having to, like, do a bunch of refunds all
Mm-hmm.
at once. Like, they might have an insurance for that, but restaurants that aren't going to get the business of South by Southwest or
Yeah.
E3
Oh,
like
yeah.
this year, they're screwed. They're done.
Well-
Like, there's no getting that money back. Like, and that's a second Christmas for some of them. Like,
yeah, I
it's
was
a
about to say,
second-
well, even away from this overall like city aspect of it, even down to the personal, like there are workers in these businesses
Oh my God,
who, like,
yeah.
who really rely on that extra revenue coming in, and during that like week,
Yeah,
week and a half,
definitely.
whatever amount of time it is.
it's like you don't think about all the people who are being affected by this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not complaining in terms of, like, I understand why they're being canceled.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, I know that they have to cancel it. I know they don't want to cancel it. But at the same time, it just sucks because it's true when you say it's like, it's just lost money.
Yeah.
It's just money you'll never see
Yeah,
again.
it's just lost money across the board.
Yeah. No one is making money off of this.
No.
Like, and like even hospitals. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh great, doctors like have all these patients to take care of. Well, there's 21 million Americans who are uninsured in this country, so they're not making money off of those people. All right? Like, insurance companies, everyone aren't making money off of them. It's like hospitals are losing money on this because of the equipment, the time, like the fact that, you know, they're talking about how they're going to give away the tests for free. And it's like, yeah, that's great, and we should, like, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, currently our hospitals and our doctors and our whole medical system is a capitalist system.
Yeah.
So it's like people are losing money on that.
Yeah.
People are not. Oh wait, save that guy so I can come back.
You already have a life. I'm going back to the checkpoint to.
Oh,
save you.
oh, I see. But what was I saying? Like, it's unfortunate. Like, just everyone is losing money.
Yeah.
Like, there is no money being made. There's no, all money just being lost.
Yeah.
Like, on everything. And it's unfortunate because it's just, it's uncontrollable. It's this uncontrollable chaos
Well, that's
happening
the.
right now.
I was about to say that's the worst.
I just like a bullet, just one bullet.
Well, that's like the worst part about it is the fact that you can't control it.
Yeah.
There's no real set procedure of like, okay,
And
this is
don't
what
get me
you're
wrong.
gonna do.
Don't get me wrong. People who are getting pissed off that this stuff is canceled, like, and being like, well, I just don't get why it's canceled. It's like, you're an idiot if you
Yeah.
don't understand why it's being canceled. Like,
No.
yeah, like, it sucks that it's being canceled, but it's being canceled for a good reason. Like, it's not people wanting to cancel it. It's not some big corporation saying, like, well, screw you guys, we're just not going to even do it this year.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like, unfortunately, we can't do it this year.
Yeah, it's literally just a sense of like, well, we can't infect a population just to
Yeah.
be able to do
The
whatever
whole
this thing is.
NBA canceling their season just happened
Yep,
last night.
Yep, the season was
NHL
suspended. Yep.
NHL is talking. I think it might have happened already. If not, they said it was happening this afternoon.
Yeah.
NHL, MLB suspended their season for 2 weeks.
Yep.
They're pushing the entire schedule back for 2 weeks. You want to save that, dude? So
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I just wanted to.
oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Like so that's and some teams were planning on doing it without fans. Like that's huge revenue that they're losing.
Yeah.
Like because of ticket sales alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's huge money that's just not being made. And suspending the season's no better because that means you're literally having to pay these guys to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and think of all the vendors, all the people who work those jobs, like in the stadium. They're not making money. They're not getting their paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think about those guys. You don't think about the beer vendor who might work paycheck to paycheck. It's like that dude's out of a job too. Like as much as you want to watch your NBA game, the dude who checks tickets is out of a job.
Yeah.
It's
True.
It's like, oh great, like that's awesome. And it's like, oh well, like and then people being like, oh well, they should just do it without fans. Well, unfortunately now two players have it. Unfortunately, from the Utah Jazz,
Mm-hmm.
the one dude is a fucking idiot. He was like being so nonchalant about it, like, and he was making fun of the disease last week, and now he was the first one to have it. Like, it's just I feel bad. Don't get me wrong, like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's shit that just can't be controlled at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get away from the fact that it's happening, and it's unfortunate that it's happening. Sorry, I'm trying to get this checkpoint for you.
I have no lives. You
Oh,
gotta-
that's
yeah,
right.
You
Darn
gotta
it. I thought you had
save
a
me.
Yeah, I jumped right into a rocket, so that's gonna happen.
Nice. That's right.
Um,
Nice.
And I hate talking about this whole disease because I think the whole mindset of the disease is flawed at the moment. Like,
Mhm.
there is no right way to talk about it. There's like you can't be too concerned and you can't be over paranoid. Like, but that's not for good reasons. It's because the people in charge are just failing in telling us how to feel.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, don't get me wrong. All right, I am not a Trump fan. Like, I'm the farthest thing from it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like the whole speech last night, people making fun of him right after, like sniffling the entire time or something. It's like, okay, fine, all right, I get it. We love making fun of Trump. Can we take this one thing seriously? It's like, look, I don't like him just as much as the next guy, but it's like I would like to like, why can't everyone just for 2 seconds say to yourselves, all right, but like maybe we should take this part seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like please.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a weird thing when you see that. I don't know. Like, it's in some ways it's kind of like nice to see that like certain things
There you go,
we aren't like sacrificing, I guess, for lack of a better term, because of what is going on. But at the same time, in accordance with what you were just saying with Trump's speech, it is kind of like that thing of like yeah, it's like
Can we just put our
It's like, yeah-
bipartisan shit aside for 2 seconds?
yeah,
and
it's just
say,
like that
people
idea
are
that
dying.
even in the face of a global like
Yeah.
pandemic,
Like,
you know, people
people are
aren't,
dying.
yeah, people aren't
People
willing
are,
to
like-
sacrifice like their opinion
Yeah.
on how they feel about him.
it's
and,
like
and everything.
I get how you feel. I feel the same way, but it's like at the same time.
But at the
like,
same time, it's like
I would like
right
the
now it's not
information.
about how you feel about it.
Like-
It's about trying to keep the world safe.
it's like I'd like the information. Do I
Yeah.
think he's doing a great job with all this? Who knows? All right, like I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Who am I
yeah.
to say? I'm not a CDC worker. Like I'm not one to say how any of this is being handled and judge how this is being handled.
Yeah.
Because truly, I don't know. Because you can't, like, you know, people judging other countries, people judging China for this. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, are we seriously gonna say that like China's at fault for this shit? Like, truly?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was not handled correctly. Yes, like they were silencing whistleblowers. But at the same time, you can't tell me right now if a disease broke out in America that people would say it's a conspiracy. People would shut down people talking about it.
Mhm.
Like, there would be no pandemic for about 2-3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, like, when it spreads to another country, people are like, oh, maybe we should start taking this shit seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, don't tell me that we wouldn't handle it just as bad.
Yeah.
Like especially like, and I was talking about this with my girlfriend, like, because she made a comment, like, I don't remember if she made a comment or if we were talking about a comment, like how it's like, well, if it started in America, like it would have never gotten to this point. I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was about to say that's,
Because
that's
think
kind
about
of
the
a
amount of
nah.
fucking anti-vaxxers, the people like Like, so let's start with that. Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
People who will not go to the hospital, like, and get checked up. All right. So that's what, say 500,000 to 1 million people. I don't want to give them too many numbers, but I also don't want to be ignorant and say it's too little.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of them. All right. So you got the anti-vaxxers who aren't going to believe it, aren't going to believe anything the government says. So that right there, 1 million people who could get infected because they just refuse to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Then you have 21 million Americans who are uninsured. Like, so 21 million Americans who would put going to work because they live paycheck to paycheck ahead of going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, they would go to work with the disease, with it, like, because they physically cannot afford to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got to think about all the people who live paycheck to paycheck. Like, even if you have insurance, you might not have the money to say, all right, well, I can go to the doctor and get this checked out. I can afford 2 days off, or I can afford to be self-isolated for 2 weeks. It's like all that built up, all those people, like, plus the homeless in America, like people who, the religious in America who might think the grace of God will heal my son, those,
yeah.
what are they called? What's the Christian group that believes praying will
I
heal
don't
people?
know. I don't know. Yeah, they don't believe in doctors. They don't believe in medicine.
Christian scientists? Is that what it is? Christian? I forget. But anyway, morons. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, those people right there, like, wouldn't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think people's perception of this whole disease is unfortunately skewed because it started in China.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. People calling this the Chinese flu, you're fucking idiots as well. Like, stop calling it that. Stop blaming China and, like, purposely going after people and saying, like, this is your fault. Like, it's not. Like, if you're gonna blame anyone, blame the prime minister. Like, or what's his, Winnie the Pooh, motherfucker.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, if you're gonna blame anyone, like, blame communism. Blame communism for the COVID-19.
Listen, if you were looking for an excuse for a second Cold War, but this one with China.
But don't get me wrong, at the same time, who the fuck am I to talk about this stuff, Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I am just as oblivious about the disease. I'm just as, what's it called? Guilty of, like, maybe not taking it seriously at first.
Yeah.
Like, when it was only in China, when it was, like, contained in Wuhan, like I wasn't taking it as seriously. And I was like, well, I mean, like, if it gets to America, maybe I'll start thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, but I didn't. Like, and I am guilty of that. And sorry, I was gonna try to get there.
No, it's alright.
But it's not a bad thing to be. It's not. I don't think it's our fault. I think it's just how our world is right now. It is that bipartisanship of, like, I can't believe you because we're not on the same side.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, like, I don't want to believe Trump about stuff and, like, whatever the fuck he says, like, it's tough not to just kind of put that shit aside for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And say, like, maybe, like, I should just, like, listen, Like, I don't even know what to say, I think I feel bad for everything being canceled at the moment, and I feel bad for people losing their jobs and losing money.
Yeah.
And it's like, but at the same time, it's our own faults. Like, because people are watching, like, like there was, say, let's call it 40% of the population watching his speech last night who were blindly following him. And is that good? No. But it's like, but they'll listen to him,
True.
But then again, then the other 60%, huge portion of which won't go out to vote, but, like, they were watching it going like, well, it's just fucking Trump. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you just as guilty if you get it? Yeah. Like, if that's how your view on it, like, I blame you just as much.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, like, yes, our government should be helping us and, like, help us understand, it's our governmental representation currently is Trump. All right? Like, as much as we want to deny that, as much as we don't want to believe that, he is currently our representative when it comes to the government.
Yeah.
Like, he's the face of it. So it's like, as I don't want to believe him, but at the same time, he is unfortunately.
We're just in a position where you can't afford to not believe him.
Yeah, he's the main source of information.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. It's just, it sucks right now.
No, I
because
get you.
There's so much, but I also think the media is just as guilty for all this shit.
Yeah.
Because I can't listen to people talk about it on the media anymore.
Well, also,
Fear mongering and all that shit.
I was about to say, I mentioned to you earlier, I went to the grocery store last night. I went to ShopRite.
Oh, all the shit disappearing?
Well, not even just all the shit disappearing, but also when I went to the checkout to go pay for my groceries.
Were they wearing masks?
I went to the, I was looking at the magazine rack while I was waiting in line because I was like seeing.
Thinking about getting a Cosmo?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm thinking about getting like an Us Weekly.
Like,
You know,
what's-
seeing
what's
who's
Jennifer
the
Aniston-
sexiest man alive
What's
right
Jennifer Aniston up to this
now.
week?
But when I
Are
went
we
up,
invading her privacy again?
when I went up there, I saw a copy of I think it was Time magazine that
Time.
that had a headline to the extent of like coronavirus destroying the world. And I'm like it's bad, but like
Is it destroying
Is
the
it
world,
destroying
or
the
are
world,
you
though?
destroying the world by saying it's destroying the world?
yeah, I'm like is your desire to amp this thing up and
Get
create
viewers,
and create an
get
atmosphere
eyes,
of fear.
get eyes on your property.
Yeah.
You know,
Like is
I
that
need-
what's really doing the damage?
I need readers. I need people to listen to me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I will say. All right, like I'm gonna put this on pause for 2 seconds because I just want to get this thought out.
Go ahead.
Like just being on the internet in the last couple of days, people complaining about people buying all like the toilet paper, all the soap, all the hand sanitizer. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I get your frustration with people buying all this stuff in this fear-monger way, in this like I don't know how to react to the situation. But let's put it in perspective. People pull little bits of information out of the things we're told.
Yeah.
Like not everyone knows how to react because there's so many different people telling us how to react.
True.
Media is telling us to get in the shelter, lock the door, get our toilet paper. Like government's telling you no, remain calm. Like just be wash your hands, be prepared. Like don't be stupid. And then you have people online being like, "This is the apocalypse, world's over." It's like every source of information right now is telling you different things, so people are reacting in the best way they know how. People are hearing, all right, well, I need to wash my hands. All right, well, that means I have to go to the store and get soap.
Yeah.
Well, I should get soap for every room that has a sink in my house. All right, so I'm going to buy 5 soaps. Oh, look at that person buying 5 soaps. They're crazy. Are they, though? They were told to wash their hands. That's the information they have.
True.
Like, that's all they have in their head is, like, wash my hands.
Yeah.
Like, people are telling me that there's nothing I can fucking do to not get this disease except maybe wash your hands. So I'm going to wash my fucking hands.
Well, it's like also in that atmosphere of everybody buying everything of everything, it's like how much of that is them quote unquote going crazy and buying everything, and how much of it is also this person going, well, they're buying all of the fucking toilet paper. Well, so do I have to buy all the toilet paper?
That's what I mean, because it's like then you're hearing like, all right, well, you might need to self-quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you don't know if you have it, hospitals in America don't have the test right now, like because I don't fucking get it. Like, so all right, well, I need to self-quarantine. Well, what do I need for 2 weeks? I need canned goods. I need toilet paper. I need things that aren't going to go bad. So I'm going to buy all this stuff. They're buying all of it. I'm not an idiot to buy it because they're buying all of it.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they're telling me to buy it. Why am I stupid for buying this if if like everywhere is telling me to?
True.
You know? And then it's like the whole sanitizer thing. It's like, well, everyone's telling me I should be like washing my hands and using sanitizer. Like no one's like the people fear mongering are the people who the worst culprits of the misinformation are the people making fun of other people for how they're reacting.
Yeah.
Like making fun of people for like, you know, buying too much of something, or, you know, people going on trips. all right, well, sorry, I was just told I have 2 weeks off from work, like, and a trip to fucking California is $10.
True.
It's like,
Yeah.
like, sorry, I want to go on a trip. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, because then it's also because then it's also this whole thing of like you said, between the differing opinions, like when you look online and you got everybody going, like you got
Saying different things.
like you
It's
got it split where you've got the people going, oh, it's nothing, this is everyone's just over exaggerating, but then you also have the people that are like, it's the end of the world, it's the apocalypse, and then those people, that population of the internet, will then make fun of the people who are going into the stores, buying all the sanitizer, buying all the toilet paper, buying this and that, everything else. But then, you know,
Then
it just becomes this
when they actually get the disease, they're gonna be like I just can't believe people have bought all the toilet paper. It's like it's just so stupid. It's like it's like, well, maybe you should have prepared more. You know, like
because then it also becomes
it is
this
that
whole
mindset of like,
well, because then
how
it just
much is
becomes
too
this,
much?
it just becomes this cycle where
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you maybe aren't buying everything of everything, but maybe you're trying to buy maybe a little bit more than you normally would, and then you have these people making fun of you for it. But then in your mind, you know,
Also-
the stuff that you're listening to about like the information you're receiving about the virus is coming from like your government and
Yeah.
coming from like the World Health
You're
Organization, and
reading
everything
on
like
the
that.
CDC
Yeah.
website. Like,
so then like that little bit extra that you're buying will get doubled down, and you'll buy more because then you have all these people making
But
fun of you buying everything, and it's like, well, fuck you, I'm just gonna go buy more, because that then when you're sick, you can't complain because you made fun of me for making sure I was prepared.
but I also think there's a high degree of people aren't buying a ton of everything.
No, not
Like,
at
it's
all.
just a lot of people buying it at once.
Yeah.
Like the normal market for soap, like might be you buy it, pardon me, every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like maybe you go through a soap container, or like you have a couple in your cabinet. You only buy it every couple of months.
Yeah.
Everyone's buying it all at once.
Yeah.
People aren't buying 50. People are buying a couple for their house, but it just happens to be that there's 100 people behind them buying a couple for their house.
Yeah.
Like, people are just blowing all this so out of proportion. People are just blowing everything out of proportion to the degree of like the people on, say, the not politically, but like the people on the left are saying like, oh, we don't need to think about this, like it's nothing, who fucking cares? Well, you're blowing it way out of proportion in the extreme way of we shouldn't care. But then you have people all the way over on the other side of the spectrum saying like, this is the end of the fucking world, we need to prepare, get the bunker, get the guns, like, you know, like people are trying to take my land kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna take my shit. I got bunkers for days,
This-
boy.
I've been preparing for this since 1986.
But there is no middle ground.
Yeah.
You know, the people in the middle are the people sitting at home just kind of going like, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Like, how do I feel?
Well, because
Like,
it's so hard to form your own opinion when you've got all these people pulling you in different directions.
And then you have people making it political. Then you have
Yes.
people making it like social. Like,
well, because it ends up getting
horrible.
associated with every topic that people are
Yeah.
scared to talk about in a general sense. Like you said, with politicizing it,
Yeah.
people want to have your own opinion on how seriously you think you should
But at
take
the
it,
same
but then you're
time,
afraid
like-
of what it would mean for you politically. Does that mean I lean liberally?
what
Does
I
that
mean,
mean I
because
lean,
it's like-
conservatively?
because I mean, it's like, look at this. It's like, say President Trump says something
Mm-hmm.
that's directly from the CDC.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the whole speech last night. I listened to main parts of it.
Yeah.
I heard we're cutting off transportation, you know, flights from Europe for 30 days, which I
Yep,
think
that's
is
what I heard, too.
insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Same, but
it's like, I think that's just going to cause problems for people with visas and whatever.
Mhm.
But say he said something in that speech that was legitimately true, came directly from the CDC, and it's like,
yeah.
you know, fully like what you should be listening to, but in your head, in your mind, you're saying, well, if I agree with him, then I agree with Republicans.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you agree with the president on a issue that's affecting everyone.
Yeah.
Not just
It's-
Republicans, not just Democrats. It's
Well, 'cause
affecting the
that
world.
sense, because in that sense, if he says something that's taken directly from the CDC, the WHO, so an organization like that literally specializes in this sort of thing. It's, you know, that mindset that you might have of like, well, if I agree with that, that means I agree with him, that means I agree with the Republicans, is bullshit, because it literally has nothing to do with you agree with him. It means you agree with the Center for Disease Control and Prevention.
Diseases aren't political. Diseases aren't racist. People attacking people of Asian culture right now.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that, like, all right, I hate this, but literally someone spoke complete truth. I forget, it was someone at work, and I forget who it was. They were like, you watch. Oh, I remember who it is now. Our one bartender, our bar manager.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was like, you watch. There's gonna be videos online in the next 2 weeks of people who are Asian getting attacked.
Yeah.
And what do I see last night? A woman in Times Square got cold cocked by by some random person just because she's Asian.
Yeah.
Like, it's just insane to me. It's just insane that we're at that level.
Yeah.
Where we are already breaking down. Calling it the Chinese virus is not helping. Don't get me wrong.
Not at all.
And associating it with a country, like, is not good. Yes, it started in China. Unfortunately, it started, and like a lot of misinformation kind of came out from that.
Yeah.
Because of all the cover-ups, because of all the conspiracies, like a lot of shit has just come out of that that's not true.
Yeah.
So then immediately you assume all of it has to do with China. So
well, because it's just a weird thing to think that like this started in Wuhan. Yeah, this started in Wuhan, and it's weird to think that something like this starting in Wuhan, Ebola starting where that started, SARS, all this stuff. It's weird to think that people will take this virus or any other disease that starts in a specific place and then associate it to the whole country and be like, well, you look Asian.
You want to know something?
Therefore, I think you're part of the problem.
We can get back to playing.
Oh.
You want to know something legitimately that I think is a big problem with this?
What?
Is the fact that China isn't viewed as a third world country. That it's a first world country.
Okay.
Yes, it's communist, and there are a lot of poor regions in it.
Okay.
But it's viewed as a world power.
Yeah.
So if this disease that started in, say, Nigeria or Kenya, in a poorer country, in a poor, like, even if it started in the Philippines, you know, like if we want to stay like in Asia, like, I truly believe because it started in a country that is not viewed as poor, not viewed as like doesn't have the resources for this. That's why it's gotten blown up so out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because you do look at diseases that started, like, I mean, you said Ebola, the Zika virus, like all this shit. Like, we weren't blaming the country that it originated in those diseases. Like,
it is a weird mindset. Yeah.
Like, it's just strange because it's like, oh, like, what is our mindset in this? Like, are we blaming China because we are saying to ourselves, well, they had the resources to not let this happen? Yeah. Like, or are we blaming China because, like, of their handling of it?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the real mindset here? Is it because our view of, like, that country is like, oh, they should have handled this better? Or is it the idea of, like, no, I just think because they're a world power, like, they should know better?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it's stupid, like, but it's like, that's just, like, I just kind of thought of that, like, I wonder if that's a big reason why people feel this way towards China.
You have to assume so.
Because, like, when I think back to other diseases, like, you don't blame a country as much, like, you blame, you don't blame people, I mean, like, but, yeah, like, we are so focused on blaming a circular figure of it, you know, like, it's just strange. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, is that fearmonger, or is that, like, just because of how the media has portrayed it? Like, I really wonder what's brought about this feeling towards just this world power. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. All right.
I was going to die anyway.
No, I
so
got
it works
you.
out. Anyway, yeah.
It's just strange because I never really thought about it like that. Like,
well,
because we
it
have,
is a weird
like,
thing. I think that has to be part of it, because it's like like for example, off of the extreme side of like Ebola and Zika, it's like with malaria, it's like
Malaria.
We
Malaria.
don't blame Africa for malaria, even though malaria is a big problem there.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we see it as a problem in that country,
Yeah, I
But-
got so lucky.
but we don't. People aren't saying malaria comes from Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not called the African virus, you know?
So
Like,
it's just this. I do definitely think that whether we are conscious about it or not, I do
we
definitely
are
think
making
that
it kind of.
yeah, I
making
do
it
definitely
racist.
think that we are
Here, go back
making
to the
it.
checkpoint.
Yeah, we are making it that issue is that we are kind of just being like,
Fucking hell.
well, it is from
China.
China, and it's
It's
not like
their
it's
problem.
from fucking Zimbabwe. It is from
because
China.
because it's like when Zika virus came out, Zika came from South America, right?
I think so.
Because it came out during like the whole Olympics.
I
right?
yeah,
Right?
I think
Wasn't
it's
that
I
it?
think it's South America.
Like-
it's a big problem in South America,
Like
but
Brazil.
Yeah.
I think it was coming from Brazil or something like that. But
Brazil, Venezuela.
but I
like, in
didn't.
that area.
People from Brazil weren't being targeted.
Yeah.
Like you didn't see videos of people from Brazil getting attacked on the streets, like that I know of. I mean, same with Zika. Or
Yeah.
it's not Zika. Ebola. Like it came from Africa. You didn't see people from Africa getting attacked on the streets. That I know of. If
Mm-hmm.
it did happen, I'm sorry that I'm misinformed. Like, but it's just insane that like we associate this thing with one particular place.
Yeah.
when it has spread so far over the countries that it's like it isn't one country's problem anymore. Like we can't just
Well,
say
it's just this whole thing. It's just
oh,
this
it's
whole
the
thing.
Chinese virus. They should have handled this better, and like now we're all in trouble. It's like, well, unfortunately, it wasn't handled correctly. Like, but we're beyond that. We
Well, I
need
think
to
it's
get
not just.
beyond
I
that.
think it's because of the fact that like China. Yeah, China is considered a first world country, and it's like, well, you know, when you look at like the early
Earliest.
yeah, the early 20th century, for example, like
the Spanish flu.
the Spanish, well, not even just the Spanish flu. America is a first world country, and yet in the early 20th century, polio was a big problem.
True.
You
Polio.
know, and it's like you know, it's weird. What the fuck?
I thought this was Broforce. Why
is there a woman? The feminists have taken over.
I'm an adult virgin.
But yeah, it's just this weird
I
kind
bet
of
you can fire down.
dude.
Who is that anyway?
It's the woman from I don't remember the name. She has the machine gun for a leg.
From Machete? Was
No,
she
not
in
from Machete. Not from Machete. Oh, what's
I
it
don't-
called? It's gonna kill me.
Kingsman? No.
I can't go up there. Those dogs are gonna
Can
murder
you
me.
get to the side and can you fire upwards
Let
and
me-
get to the side?
Hell
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
I was about to say those dogs can kill me fucking faster than they want to kill Michael Vick.
Huh.
Topical. But
Not really, actually.
no, not even close.
Not very, to be honest.
But yeah, I mean, it's
Sorry,
just,
let's just get back to things being canceled.
yeah, please.
But actually, I do want to get back to that because we were talking about my trip. Like,
Yeah,
my girlfriend was talking about how, Disney is never closed, but I'm like, the amount of employees
You almost
that
killed me.
work at Disney, the amount of people that visit every single day, I don't see how they couldn't at some point. Maybe just for a couple of weeks, maybe for 1 week they close. Like, I don't know, but it's like I physically don't see how they can't get affected by this.
yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want them to because I want to go there. Like, I want to
No,
go,
I mean,
I
I
want to
get
go on
that.
my trip.
Yeah.
But I legit don't see how they can't get affected
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
because everyone's getting affected.
yes,
Like every business, every festival, every big event, a
yeah,
lot of people in one
like,
place.
and it's like to think that your business is exempt from it
Yeah,
for
like,
whatever
you
reason.
can't
is
think that.
dumb and ignorant.
Yeah, you physically can't think that right now. Like, everyone is being affected. You can't think like, well, my business will be fine.
Checkpoint.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's just like it's interesting because I really wonder like when that might happen. Like, are they waiting? Are they seeing how it goes? Like, how much can you be how much wait and see can you do?
Uh-huh.
Like, that's my thought. Like, that's my question.
It's floating on
Is wait and see only works for a certain amount of time until literally you're dealing with a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know if people would sue, but say a worker comes into, say a cast member, that's what they're called at Disney, like, comes into work with it because they don't know that they have it, and all of a sudden everyone's fucking infected.
Yeah.
Is that a lawsuit? Can you be sued for that?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, yeah.
reckless endangerment? I don't know. Like, is that considered reckless endangerment?
It's a good
Is
question.
it considered, like,
Especially if they didn't know that they were infected.
like, because Disney didn't close, didn't allow their employees to not, like, I'm sure you can say you're sick and not go in. But,
Probably, yeah.
But, like, the idea that, like, I'm trying to blow this fucking brick up. Just like the thought that it's like, well, every person who works paycheck to paycheck wants to believe they're allowed to not go in
Yeah.
until they call out. You know?
Yeah.
Like, until, like, you're two days into that call out and you're like, well, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm still not feeling well. I don't have the money. And my boss is telling me to find a cover, but no one can cover me.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do? Do you
True.
go into work? And if you do, are you putting people in danger? Is Disney at fault for that? Like,
Yeah.
Is a park like that, are they responsible because they didn't close?
Yeah.
Like, who takes the fall in that situation? Like,
That's a very good question.
because the worker can't be blamed. Like,
no, yeah.
because
I mean, yeah, without
Disney
a
stayed
doubt.
open. Like, you're physically making it, difficult for that person to call out.
You're making, yeah.
I mean, like, no matter what your sense of, like, well, I mean, like, you're always allowed to call out. It's like, I mean, work a job, paycheck to paycheck for a couple weeks, and then tell me you're allowed to call out whenever
Yeah.
you need to.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, I mean, it's weird because it's like
work a part-time job at a corporation like
there's,
Disney.
Yeah, because there's
and
the
then
people
tell
like
me,
Bob Iger who can afford to take fucking 3 lifetimes.
well, that's
and
what they're
not
talking
work.
about with like Ted Cruz. It's like, well, Ted Cruz is self-quarantined right now. It's like, yeah, Ted Cruz makes $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
And he has full paid sick leave.
Yeah.
And his job, they can't have him there.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of old people, and it's like, and if he went into work right now, like,
There's a
he'd
pretty much
probably,
a certainty that if he has it, he's gonna infect.
he'd
other
probably infect the entire
Yeah.
Congress.
Yeah.
He'd probably infect everyone in Congress.
people.
Every
Without a
person
doubt.
in Congress. Sorry, not every person. 79 to 89% of
There you
people in
go.
Congress
Yes.
are technically at risk
Are
for the
technically,
coronavirus.
technically check off every box of people
They
most
are
likely to contract.
65 and older, pre-existing conditions. A lot of them have respiratory problems, I'm sure.
Oh
Like,
yes.
It's, don't tell me Congress isn't susceptible.
I don't know why it took me so long to realize I was player 2. I was looking at you moving and I was like, why is it not doing what I want? But yeah, no, I mean it's
Yeah. It's just, it's
because
very true.
it's just a stupid thing because it's like it's because you have all these people that talk about how like because Ted Cruz isn't the only example I've seen like used in that argument. It's just so many people are like, well, it's not a hard thing, because like these people do it, and I'm like, yeah, but these people have like money to spare.
They
I'm
have
like,
money.
yeah, I'm like, you try fucking working a minimum wage job where you're
Yeah.
literally living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like you be put in a scenario where you have 2 weeks of where you're not working, and that's income that you aren't bringing in, and you have all these expenses, all these bills that you
man.
have to pay and everything, and then you tell me that it's easy to take 2 weeks out and
Yeah,
self-quarantine.
man. I mean, look at me. Like, I mean, so I'm not like overly terrified of the whole disease itself,
Yeah.
but I have to be very careful with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
I am on autoimmune meds, so I am susceptible.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, no, I don't have pre-existing conditions in terms of like respiratory problems. Like, I have bronchitis right now, which is not great. But like I am a prime candidate for it, and I literally have to go talk to our boss
Yeah.
like tomorrow and tell them like, look, if a case comes up in our county, I can't come in.
Yeah.
Like I already talked about it with my parents, like how they were like, look, like we will help you with your bills for like whatever period of time you might need, like if something does come up, if it starts spreading in this county, because our main clientele at our restaurant is 65 and older white people.
Yes.
Like they might have money, but like they probably got conditions that they're like they need help with. So it's like if someone at our restaurant gets it, or someone who comes in like has it, like I am the first to get infected.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna tell our boss that it's like it's not just me being infected. I don't want to put you guys at risk
Yeah.
because I'm so susceptible to it. I have a high chance of giving it to other people as well. Like
Oh God, yes.
so if I were to get it, everyone at work would be at risk of getting it, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. I don't want to miss 2 weeks of work. I don't want to get quarantined.
I mean, I don't think
But
anyone does.
if I have to, I have to. Like it's not a question of like, well, we need you. Like it will be like, look, I'll put my job on the line. Like,
Yeah.
Like if you have to fire me, sure. Like, but I can't come in just because like you guys need me. Like I'm not putting this entire place at risk,
Yeah.
and I'm also not putting my own life at risk.
Yeah.
Because I'm on immunosuppressants, it also means I have no immune system. Really, like I have a very, very weak immune system, so I don't have the greatest immune system to fight this fucking disease with.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you hear about all the like people recovering, but it's like, but in order to recover, you need to have a system to fight it.
Yeah.
Like, I have somewhat of an immune system, but it's a highly weakened one.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't put myself at risk
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It just sucks.
Oh God.
All this shit happening with like shit being canceled really wanted me to just talk about it. Also, not on coronavirus, but did you see Sarah Palin was on The Masked Singer? That's what everyone was talking about last night. They were like, if you watched the press conference, if you tuned into the press conference a few minutes early, you saw Sarah Palin get unmasked on The Masked Singer.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was fucking fantastic. I was like, oh my god, of course.
Oh.
Why wouldn't she be?
I mean, what else does she have to do, really?
It's not like she has daughters getting knocked up more. It's not like we gotta worry about that.
Oh my God. Also, can we?
Oh my god, wait.
the
did you
thing
hear
I
about
wanted
Tom
to talk
Hanks?
about. What about Tom Hanks?
He has it.
Greyhound. He has corona.
Tom Hanks and his wife both tested positive.
Oh damn.
Rita Wilson and him.
Not
Both-
Hollywood's dad.
No, literally. Like
That sucks.
like he's in Australia right now for a film.
Yeah, for Greyhound.
Is that what it is?
I mean, that's his most fucking recent movie. The trailer just came out, so I have to assume.
No, he's shooting another movie, I think.
Oh, for shooting another movie.
Yeah,
okay.
he's shooting a film right now, and he and his wife both weren't feeling well. Like, they started showing symptoms of, like, the flu.
Yeah.
And they got tested, and they both have it.
Yeah.
So they're both in quarantine right now.
That
Yep.
sucks, dude.
Yep. Like, that came out at the same time as, like, the press conference and the Sarah Palin thing.
Can we?
Because it was just a triple hit. It was like a boom, 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 boom. Like, no. You're like, wait, Sarah Palin? Wait, Donald Trump? Tom Hanks? No.
This is an audio-friendly podcast.
Yeah, audio friendly. But yeah.
Can we talk about the thing that I wanted to talk
I hope.
about?
I hope that's the wake up call for everyone. Tom Hanks has
Tom Hanks has
coronavirus.
yes.
Finally, we start taking it seriously.
Dude, they're like, well, if Tom has it.
Castaway. Oh no.
Yeah.
They apparently the hospital brought him a volleyball with a Wilson face painted on it
That's all
for
right.
his quarantine.
That's a stupid joke, but I can appreciate.
But also
I can
like
appreciate,
amazing joke.
I was about to say, but I can appreciate
A
stupid
once in
jokes.
a lifetime type joke.
Wilson.
Also, the amount of movies where he is isolated Like he is training.
Yeah, I was about to say he's been preparing since like the
preparing for the coronavirus. Remember we had AIDS in Philadelphia? Sorry. What do you want to talk about? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, can we talk about the thing that I wanted to talk about, which is how porn in general has been the hero of the outbreak.
Oh yeah, we're moving to Italy, fuckers. All right,
hell yeah.
Or getting a VPN, either or.
Yeah.
Whichever's
speaking
easier
of which,
at this point.
Speaking of which, this video is brought to you by
No, it's not.
NordVPN.
No, it is not. I wish it was. We could get a VPN for free and get porn for free.
Dude.
What?
What?
This video brought to you by NordVPN.
Are you tired of having the
NordVPNs.
U.S. government track your porn? Do you want the Italian government to do it instead?
Italian government, track my porn.
NordVPN.
NordVPN, send us free VPN.
But yeah, dude, them giving fucking free like Pornhub Premium, free tokens for cam sites for like people with like the fucking virus and shit. I'm like, yo, this is a perfect time to fucking.
Do you think I could DM Pornhub and tell them I have the disease and see if they'll send me a premium account? Like just like test the waters on it, like
what?
Hey.
What do you think? All right, well, I'm dead. What do you think the required bits of proof are?
I send a picture from me in the hospital. I have a few. They're old pictures.
I send a picture of Tom Hanks.
I'm 9 years old in the picture, but maybe they'll still give me porn.
I'm still like, well, if he's 9,
like, are they allowed at that point?
I mean, maybe. Also, I got to
9-year-old me.
I got to assume with the way that Pornhub runs their Twitter account, I got to assume that if you DM them, they will respond.
Like, yo, like I have the disease. Can I?
No, I don't have
please?
I have a disease.
I have a disease. I have a disease and sorry. Hey, feces spread diseases and sorry.
Feces spread diseases. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
From all of us here at Exxon Mobil,
What?
we're sorry.
Exxon Mobil.
What?
What did they do this time? Again.
What do you think they did? The answer is
Oops.
yes.
Oops,
that's
I
what
did it again.
I
spilled some oil.
I spilled some oil.
Now all the ducks are dead.
Oh baby, baby. Oops, you think we've been good.
To tell you the truth,
We're not that innocent.
We haven't changed since the first one.
Yeah, we haven't changed not one bit.
Have you guys like changed any policies or anything like since the BP oil spill? Not one bit.
Not one bit. No.
Not even a little bit, man. No.
I just died.
Not even a little.
Not even a little bit. It's
Not even a little at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like, who told you we did?
What? No. Who? What? No.
What? No.
What?
Why would we need to change anything?
Changing.
It's been working perfectly.
Changing.
Don't
you know?
Changes. There we go. That's
But
just
yeah,
the
we
way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Things won't ever be the same.
If we can leave on any note, it's just like, look, do I think this is the end of the world? Fuck no. I think
Do I think it's the beginning of a new era for porn? Yes.
I think no. Honestly, though,
Did you see-
I hope it's a new era.
Pornhub is starting to, not even just Pornhub, porn in general is starting to capitalize on the corona thing, and they're like making videos that's like, oh, quarantined woman with a virus fucks doctor. I swear to you.
No, I wasn't saying. I can't believe you.
No, I know you
saw
do.
it.
You saw it?
I watched it.
No.
Mainly, I don't know if it's the one you're talking about,
Maybe, I don't know.
but it was
Because I haven't seen it, but I've seen it on the front page of Pornhub.
It was quarantine one. I saw it on Reddit, and I was
You
like,
saw it on Reddit?
Someone posted it on Reddit, and I was
Okay.
like, "Fuck, I need to go watch this like
Okay.
right now."
Yeah.
like what? And
This is the moment where you go, all right, after we're done, I'll show
I
it
saw
to you.
two. I saw two.
You saw two.
because the one suggested the other. The one was coronavirus positive woman fucks doctor.
Oh my
In
god.
quarantine. And then the other was the cure for COVID-19 is fucking a fat ass white girl. Yeah, that was the title of the cure for COVID-19 is fucking a fat ass white girl. And I was like,
That's amazing.
I was like, thank you, Pornhub.
You've done it now.
But yeah, those are the two I saw.
That's so
There
good.
might be more. But
I literally, because I was on like the front page of Pornhub, and then I saw that on there, and I was like, why am I not surprised?
I'm so disappointed in myself for watching both two videos.
I'll be honest. I'm so happy you did, because I was like, how will I know what's on this without watching it?
Also, it's horrible acting. She just wears a mask during the positive patient. I don't think she wore gloves.
You mean the?
I don't think she wore gloves. It's like, come on.
Yeah, it's like
Show some realism.
Be considerate.
It's like, show some fucking realism. God.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, porn. You're my source for realism. You're my main. Holy shit! I just got taken away by that.
Take me away.
Take me away. Take me away. To quarantine. To
quarantine.
A secret place.
I wanna fuck my doctor.
I'm gonna put on a mask.
And then fuck my doctor.
I
Save me.
honestly, you know what? Like, as much as like I hate that, like at the same time, like I wouldn't be surprised if someone shoots an amateur porn from quarantine.
Oh, without a doubt, that's gonna happen.
like I'd watch it.
Who's gonna be the first though? That's the question.
Riley Reid?
That disgusting woman will film anything.
Riley Reid from Quarantine.
Yeah.
The perfect film.
Oh my god.
I feel like I could see her getting it.
What makes you sure she doesn't have it right now?
I mean, she has other things, but I mean, I don't know about coronavirus.
She's like, I'm guilty of having many things, but Corona's not one of them.
I've never drank a Corona.
I don't drink Corona.
Not what it
I
means,
just drink
Riley,
cum.
but okay.
Yeah, it's like Riley. All right, just
Riley,
no.
please,
Riley,
no.
stop. No,
Riley, please.
Riley, please. Why are you trying to spread it? Riley, stop.
Stop spreading it. Not that.
Yeah,
but
no, stop spreading.
other
Stop
thing.
spreading any of it.
Stop spreading everything. Riley, stop spreading everything. There's a disease.
They say that there's a big what the fuck?
A big disease. Big D. You need to come. You gotta come get this big D, Riley.
Right, Riley. There's a big D out there, and you need to go
you
get it.
You need to come get it. She's like, oh.
She's like, oh, how
like,
amazing.
Little does she know. D stands for disease.
D
And
stands for
sorry.
diseases.
Diseases. Feces spread diseases.
Who's the feces with diseases?
You know, surprisingly, the one disease not spread by feces.
You know, little known fact. It's actually the
Little-
one disease not spread by feces.
You just saved me and blew up the ground, so I immediately fell.
Oh, jeez. Hey, look, I'll save you again.
I hate you. Don't do it. No.
There you
Oh,
go.
cool. All right, you can die. Bye.
Bye.
No.
Oh, cool. You could die. Bye.
No, come back for me.
I will never come for you.
Stop, Riley Reid. Stop saying these things.
Yeah, Riley, why do you gotta be so hurtful?
It's the name of her humiliation porn.
Oh God,
I will never come for you.
It's her SPH video.
Her what?
Her SPH.
What's SPH?
Dude, you don't know SPH?
I don't.
Dude, come on.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. SPH.
SPH.
So something humiliation.
Yes, something.
Small penis humiliation?
Yep.
Why did I guess that so quack? So quack?
So quack?
So quick.
Yo, who can guess this so quack?
Who can make the sun rise?
Sprinkle it with quacks.
Sprinkle it with porn. The Riley Reid cat. The Riley Reid cat.
If you got class, the Lana Rhodes
clap.
can.
The clap.
The clap. If you got
If
the
you
clap.
got the clap.
If you got the clap.
She can spread it for you.
On that bus seat.
Sprinkle it on the bus
jeez.
seat.
Sprinkle it on the bus seat.
For the audio listeners, we're pretending to scratch our pussies.
Hey,
For the audio only portion.
since you
You
wanted
mean
to
the
get,
only portion of this?
you mean the one portion that counts?
Oh my god, I thought I was alive.
I killed my brother.
I killed my brother in
Uh,
the womb.
Who's your porn star of choice right now, bud?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Ivanka Trump.
I'm trying to think of a funny answer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this one that like all she does is like like stepson, stepdaughter shit. Her name
jeez.
is Zev. Her name is Zev.
Zev. I think I
Zev.
know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what
Zev
I'm talking about?
Bellringer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bellringer.
yeah.
Bellringer.
Bellringer. I know exactly who you're talking about too, dude.
Yeah, she like only does like
I'm hitching
I
a
looked
ride
at
right now.
like her one video is on Reddit, like under like the you ever seen Pornhub comments?
Yes,
Like that Reddit subreddit is one of my favorites. And
dude,
it
that
was, like-
subreddit is really good.
and it was like, it's like I can only get off to, it's like I can only get off to the strangest things, and it was like, God, what was the fucking title of her video? It was fucking amazing. Like
What?
It was so stupid. It's like step bro and stepmom need to get warm in cold
dude.
weather.
Yes.
It's like my niche is only like I have a very select niche.
Mine is only temperature-based incest porn.
Temperature based. Like the only reason they're fucking is because they need to stay warm. And I was like, that's amazing. Oh my god, why is that a thing?
That is, I'm dead. That is fantastic.
But yeah,
I'll be honest.
But the comment, like the Pornhub, it wasn't like a memorable comment, but it was just like, it's like when your dick only gets hard for the weirdest shit. And it's like stepmom and stepbro need to get warm in blizzard.
We need to keep warm.
We need to keep warm in this blizzard. Okay,
Put
stepmom.
Your, put your dick inside
Put
me.
put your dick in me. Put your dick in me. We can't get cold in this blizzard. Put your dick in me.
I heard fucking is a good way to keep warm. Okay, stepsis.
Okay, stepsis. Stepmom, why are you fucking me? I have to stay warm.
Yo, have you ever kind of wondered, speaking of like porn stars like Zev Bellringer, have you ever wondered like where is the satisfaction in like ones like those who do like the POV solo like
I don't mind POV.
No, I'm not talking about like
is
POV.
good.
I'm not talking about POV
I
like
feel like how we're talking about our porn preferences right
yeah,
now.
hell yeah. I'm not talking about like just straight POV. I'm talking about POV solo.
Incest.
Solo.
Oh, like like simulation.
Yes.
Like where it's like not real sex.
where it's like where it's like there's no sex in it at all. It's just
I
all
mean-
like dirty talk and like shit like that.
I mean, I guess like it's like from a perspective of like if you are amateur, then it's like doesn't require you to actually like
Yeah.
go find a guy you actually have to fuck. I guess like like if you don't feel comfortable having sex with just anyone like strangers wise, like I guess that's might be why.
I guess.
Like
You know, I'm totally gonna fucking call myself out on this.
fucking hell.
Give
What
me
the
like
hell- I
give
don't
me
know
like
what the hell
another
just happened.
20 years. I'm gonna regret this till the day I die. You know who I'm really like, who I've really
I
been
don't know if
watching
I want to hear this comment. Right
is
now.
Brittany Amber.
I don't know who that is.
You should. I'm her biggest representative. I represent the firm.
Her firm tits.
I represent her firm tits.
What it like? I don't even know what she looks like. I'll have to look her up later.
Hold on.
J.O.
No. Don't worry.
J.O.
Don't worry. This is where friends come in.
The show?
David Schwimmer?
David Schwimmer fucked Hamburger. I'll probably. I don't know if I'll recognize her.
You will not. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh no. No, I don't know her.
Here.
Are you gonna look up a video of her?
Am I gonna look up a video of her?
Naked. Yeah, that's how I'll recognize
There.
her.
Yes.
Let me see her snatch. Maybe I'll
There you go.
recognize her. It's like a police lineup.
Yeah. Do you recognize this one?
Please pull down your panties so we can identify the Vic.
You're like you're like, oh, I can't recognize this one. She's she's got bush. She's
show
got
me her
bush.
snatch? Also, I'll go on record and say
Bye.
I like Bush,
Oh, really?
the president. No,
Well, W or H?
both.
Both?
The family is just Jeb is my
You
personal.
whore, you.
Jeb
is my guy.
Jeb's my man. Jeb.
What's up, Jeb?
I don't mind.
Also, how much do you have to hate your kid to name him Jeb?
name him Bush? How much you have to hate your kid to name him Bush?
Yo, what's up, Bush?
I named my kid after something I love. Snatch. Snatch. I love my child.
I fucking hate that character that I was. Who's got a fucking grenade launcher, dude? And what
Which one of
universe
you
is that in?
bitches?
Which one of you bitches is the grenade launcher?
I don't mind a little hair down there.
No, I mean I don't either.
I don't mind a little. Hey, if there's grass on the green, you're good to play. You know. Grass is always greener, if you know what I mean.
I wouldn't know what you
I
mean.
hate myself right now for saying any of that. Grass
Yo,
is-
how much money you got right now? 69 cents. What does that mean? I
don't
can't
know.
afford chicken nuggies.
Can't afford chicken nuggies. I wonder if the porn industry will get affected by coronavirus.
That's a good question.
Like, I wonder if like the amateur shit will become big.
This is where Zeb Bellringer fucking like thrives.
Zev.
Zev.
Also, all right, like, so like, yeah, Pornhub Premium's like crazy in terms of like paying for porn, like, because there's so much free porn out there. But like, can we talk about like how much porn stars charge for premium videos?
Oh
Like,
my god.
not like, sorry, not premium videos. Like
paid
they're
videos.
exclusive videos.
Yeah.
Like that shit is insane to
Dude,
me.
oh my god. I was on Pornhub and I came across this like one like section of paid videos where every video was like $25 and I was like, do you think I'm paying $25 for
It's
anything?
like,
No.
bitch, there are thousands of videos that I don't need to pay for.
Yeah, and it's like legitimately also it's like if I cared enough, I'm willing to bet in 5 minutes I can find that full video.
I don't
for
even
free.
need porn at this time.
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point in my life, bitch.
I
I see
have-
so many tits.
yeah,
I can just close my eyes and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
you're like I got it.
Like, I will say, I understand certain people who do pay for porn. Like, if you have a certain fetish that isn't
yeah.
big, and like, don't get me wrong, like I know like it's hard to watch the same porn video over and over again. Just revealing a lot about my life.
Oh, what? What's up?
Revealing a lot about myself right now.
I mean, this friend I have.
My buddy, this guy I know, he said it's really hard to jerk off. Why are you talking about
You
that
go
with
ahead,
this guy?
It's like, what friend are you talking about?
Who are you talking to?
Who do you know?
But also, you ever like
That's not a good sign.
Like remember a porn video, and you're like, God, I really want to jerk off to that right now. Like, and so like you literally scour the internet for it.
I was gonna say, do you ever remember a porn video based on like the weirdest of details?
Yes, but kind of along the same lines as like what I'm saying, like where like you literally have to go like scour the internet to find it again. Like,
But like no, but like I'm saying like so when you're scouring the internet for it,
You have to
searching
type
up,
in weird
You're searching up
details.
the weirdest shit
you're like,
because you're looking for that
like
one
at
video.
like at one moment she licks her own asshole.
Yeah, like at one moment she gapes her ass and she eats
gapes.
fruit. She eats Fruit Loops out of her asshole.
Eats a fruit salad out of her asshole. Oh God, that's my niche.
You're like, oh god, that's where it really happens for me.
I can't JO unless she's got a fruit salad up her snatch.
I can't jump her snatch.
Have I shown in this video enough how much I love the word snatch? Snatch.
But I gotta say,
Clunge.
I've known you for clunge. I've known you for over a year now.
Yeah.
This video, I've already known
Learned a
for
little too much about me
no,
today.
I've already known for a while that fucking snatch is like one of your favorite words. Fucking this video like really put it in perspective.
Mr.
No, that's the secret word for Pee-wee's Playhouse.
What's the secret word today?
Oh hell yeah! I got my machine gun leg.
Snatch.
Snatch.
I just like that it has another meaning to it, but like I can't hear it without thinking of the dirty meaning. I just love that it has a full other meaning to it, like in terms of like, you know, snatching something. But like I can only hear it and go, huh, pussy.
Yeah.
Huh, puss.
Puss. You're
Puss
like,
in boots.
I was about to say, you're like, huh, Antonio Banderas.
Shrek.
You're like, what's up, Shrek?
Yo, we still need to do our commentary video of Shrek 2.
And 3 and 4.
And 3 and 4. But not 1.
No.
Fuck that.
Listen, Fuck Shrek 1.
It's unoriginal.
You're like Shrek 1, worst Shrek.
Worst Shrek is Shrek 1. Shrek 3 is where it's at.
Shrek 3.
Justin
No,
Timberlake.
Shrek Forever After is where it's at. When he fucking squeezes his nose and blows air out and his ears turn into horns.
Yeah, because an ogre, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right, 'cause
Because everyone knows.
Everyone knows
And
ogres.
ogres' ears are horns.
I saw that movie Onward.
Oh yeah, and
Pretty good.
I fucking hate this character. Yeah,
Yeah, built a pretty cool world. Like
Nice.
I have to give props to Pixar.
that's the one with Tom Holland, right?
Yeah, Tom Holland, Chris Pratt,
Chris
are
Pratt, yeah.
the main voices in it.
Yeah.
They built out a really cool world.
Okay.
Like, I think that was my favorite part about it. Like, just the overall attention to detail with certain things. Like, because it's like all based in like a world that used to like basically be like a mythical world, but like it's more modern now.
Okay.
Like it more resembles our world, but like with aspects of the old world. Like,
Yeah.
that seep through a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just a cool story. But like I have to give it mostly props because the fucking detail in it is holy shit.
Okay.
Like the animation is gorgeous.
Okay.
Like you could watch that film as an adult, like not really care about the story too much. Like don't get me wrong, the story itself, like yeah, it's for kids, like but damn, it hits hard at some points. Like it has like some pretty emotional scenes in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I was very shocked. Like I knew obviously like I knew the basic premise of the movie,
Yeah.
but holy shit, I literally jumped as that fucking thing. But it hits hard at some points. Like I found myself tearing up at a few moments.
Okay.
But I also give credit to the animation for that. Like
Yeah,
making it feel so realistic.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing for it literally being a fantasy world, like very cartoony.
Interesting.
Like it felt very real. Like
Interesting.
literally, Chris Pratt's character is like, I'd have to say like 19 years old. Like supposed to be like almost like a 19-year-old.
Yeah, like
if I had
just
to-
become like an adult.
Yeah, if I had to guess, like based off like context,
Okay.
he had stubble.
Okay.
He didn't have a beard.
But he had
He
stubble.
had literally like stubble, like
And-
unshaven stubble.
Okay.
Like,
You
and
wanna-
it was, I saw that and I was like, holy crap, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, that they paid that much attention. The hair in it is ridiculous.
Okay.
Like, I literally found myself at like multiple points in the movie just looking at their hair and being like, holy fuck, like, that's animation.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like, it's so crazy to look at. It's insane where they've come with it. Like, 'cause like when I think of like hair and like animation, like you gotta like you think of like where it's come from, like with Monsters Inc. Like Monsters Inc. was revolutionary.
Yeah.
With animation.
Yeah.
Especially with hair detail because Sully is fuzzy.
Mhm.
But just this movie does such an amazing job, and like I said, builds out a really awesome world
Yeah.
and tells a really good story.
Mhm.
Also, a trailer for the Pixar's next film just came out. Soul, the one with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay.
About the guy dying.
It showed up on my YouTube page, but I
Yeah.
didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah. It honestly, like, did you watch Inside Out?
I've seen half of it.
All right, like-
for like a psychology class I was taking.
All right. So like Inside Out is very, like, deep
Yes.
in like some points of it,
Yeah.
and like really talks about real shit.
Yeah.
This one I think will, I don't know about surpass, but like definitely like it's not gonna hold back. It's
Okay.
literally about a dude dying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
It's just watch the full trailer for it. It's really cool. Like, I don't think it spoils too much. Like the one part I kind of wish they hadn't told you, but I think it's kind of
You
like,
wanna switch
like the
characters?
one like comment was, like, oh, I wish you hadn't said that. That's such a spoiler. And I was like, I guess, but like you kind of expect that from a Pixar movie. Like
Mhm.
I wouldn't like if I was a kid watching this trailer, I'd be
Mhm.
like, I would hope they would show that.
Yeah.
Like it's just a part of it.
Yeah.
I can tell you off off mic what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, just like from the perspective of like an adult, you can kind of be like oh, like that's such a spoiler. But like from a kid, you're like, well, it's a fucking Pixar film, all right? Like
Yeah.
it's why in like it's why there's really emotional beats in like Inside Out, but at the end of the film, like it's like it is a kids film. Like,
yes.
Like you still got to remember, like it is not an adult film.
Yeah, I mean that's I haven't seen Sonic yet, but that's the big thing I've heard. I've heard from people who have actually enjoyed the film is that like as long as you're in the film, like seeing the film with the full like knowledge going into it of like,
It's a kid's
listen, I'm not the audience this is meant to.
Yeah, that's what I
Grab.
heard. Yeah, like it's definitely a kids film,
Yeah,
which I don't mind. Like don't get me wrong, like
me neither. You guys
like
see me.
like I like a lot of kids films. Like
I mean, yeah,
like,
don't-
I'm
me
a huge,
too.
Like literally, I'm a huge Disney nerd.
Yeah,
Like, but I like the films that like they sprinkle in some stuff like that's more adult.
yeah, like
Like-
some realism in there.
Yeah, it's why my favorite fucking Disney film is Aladdin.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. Yeah.
You know, Robin Williams is just being Robin Williams in it. Yeah, clean version of Robin Williams, but at the same time, like, he literally makes a Jack Nicholson joke in it. Like,
Yeah.
how clean can that be? You know?
True. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's all right. I sneezed earlier.
Yeah.
You get a free
A
pass
free
this
pass?
time.
I get a free pass on that one?
Yes. This one time.
All right, thanks. All right. Well, we should probably finish up.
Yeah.
It's
probably.
a pretty long video, honestly.
True. I was like looking over at the time and I was like,
We're trying
oh,
to release
wow.
this the day after we record it.
Yeah.
Just to timestamp this a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to make a more timely video just because, like, I was saying before we started recording,
because we were
really
saying
difficult to not talk about the whole coronavirus shit
Well,
right
but
now.
like first and foremost, we were saying like, listen, the world is clamoring for our opinion. On,
yeah,
on what we
everyone's been asking.
think.
The world,
the world was
want-
asking.
The world wants to know: does Bruno Mars is gay? The world needs to know.
The world's been wondering. Does
Um,
Bruno Mars
Is gay. But no, it's like we were just saying it's like really hard to not talk about the whole coronavirus shit. So
Yeah,
we're like, well,
it is.
We should just try to release this the day after we record it.
Yeah.
Like, just because everything.
Because
everything
our talk.
Everything we're talking about right now will be so irrelevant in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Like,
well, because like
when this probably would have gone up.
well, because we knew for a fact we were like listen, it's like our talking about it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
One
We were gonna
at
bring it
one
up.
point or another. So we figured
hard not to.
we figured we would get it out of the way now in this kind of like one-off.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't really kind of
All,
intrude.
it won't show up. Like we'll try to stay away from it. in,
Yeah,
our
like so that way we
sequels.
could just get it out of the way now,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really intrude on like the normal
Yeah, like in
content
our
that we do.
in our future episodes of like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Just because it will be like, because if we were to record a video right after this and talk about the coronavirus more, like it'll just seem really out of place.
Yeah.
Just for when it's gonna come out,
Yeah. True.
it'll be
yeah.
just very behind the times. I know, I hate myself.
Nice. So it is very much just kind of like that thing of like, well, let's just do it now.
Yeah.
And just like kind of get it out of the way, so when we do go back into like Stardew and all that other shit,
Yeah.
it's gonna go back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Regular scheduled dumbassery.
And I think that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
So
All right. See you in Italy.
we'll see you in Italy. I'll see you on Pornhub Premium.
Yo, friend requesting it. Pornhub Premium.
Yo, follow me on Pornhub.
I'll share all the deets. I'll share my favorite vids on Twitter.
Pornhub is where the new episodes of the podcast are going to be uploaded.
We're exclusively Pornhub Premium now.
We've signed a deal as long as we remain in quarantine.
If we quarantine ourselves in Italy, we have a deal with Pornhub Premium.
Yeah, we were on the phone with Mr. Pornhub himself.
Mr. Pornhub. It's a me.
It's me, Mr.
Mr. Pornhub.